Are you ready for some good news? When you build your marriage, parenting, and friendships on the power of blessing, those you love will thrive. Here's today's text from Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. And God blessed them. And God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. We're learning about the biblical ways that we can help others grow and change. While it's important that we learn to love people unconditionally, it isn't wrong to want someone you love to change for the good. But how are you going to help them? I'm convinced that the single greatest power invested in us for the cause of helping others grow is the power of blessing. In the beginning, when God created humanity, He blessed Adam and Eve and then commanded them to be fruitful and multiply. The blessing preceded their productivity. Most people and most families tend to get this backwards. So often what happens is that only after the child has succeeded does the parent praise and bless the child. But in God's design, the affirmation of a positive vision over the beloved comes first. When we hear a loving, authoritative voice proclaiming a faith-filled vision over us, we tend to rise and meet that expectation. We are empowered by blessing. Wise spouses and parents implement this power every day. It's easy to do. It's like a compliment, but more. It's a compliment if I tell my wife she's a good teacher, but if I tell her that I see God's hand on her, anointing her for a gospel impact that produces fruit beyond what she'll know in this lifetime, that's a powerful blessing. Your blessing produces faith within the heart of the one you love. If your child isn't doing well in school, don't call him a bad student. Tell him that God gave him a good mind and that you believe he can learn more every day. If your husband is incommunicative, don't call him an emotionally absent spouse. Tell him there's a treasure in his heart that you're keenly interested in mining. See, God has changed you by bringing His blessing upon you when you didn't deserve it. You can do the same. And that's the gospel. Well, that's today's devotional. And if you want to learn even more about how to bring the power of blessing into your marriage and other relationships, go get this whole message in its entirety. The radio broadcast and others is there for free at sharingthelight.org.